Hi, it's All Action No Plot talking all things Tottenham Hotspur. Today on Spurs in 60 seconds, I'm asking, will the Champions League derail our top four push? I don't think so, and here in 60 seconds is why. First of all, I don't think we're losing focus after a Champions League game. If you look at our results in the Premier League at weekends immediately after Champions League games, we've won some, yes, we've lost some, but on the whole, it's not been a huge factor. Just take the last week, we lost to Man City in the league on Saturday after a Champions League game. The previous week, we beat Huddersfield 4-0 in the Premier League after a Champions League game. Some we win, some we lose, but I don't think there's a problem with lack of focus when we return to the Premier League. Injuries have been a problem. We lost Kane and Sissoko actually in Champions League games. But more than that, there's an issue with our squad. It's not big enough that we can rotate players out of the Premier League starting 11 without harming the quality of that starting 11. So they'll play a really intense Champions League game midweek, and then the same players tend to be involved in the Premier League on the weekend. That is a bit of an issue. However, we're not at a massive disadvantage compared to the other teams with whom we're competing, because they've also been involved in midweek European games, and Chelsea and Arsenal are now in the semi-finals of the Europa League themselves. Finally, I think the most decisive factor is that our remaining fixtures are actually very winnable. With the exception of Brighton, who are up against relegation, our last three fixtures after that are against teams who don't really have that much to play for. Their motivation isn't going to be to avoid relegation nor to push for Europe. So in that sense, we might have a bit of an advantage. That's why I don't think that the Champions League is going to derail our top four push, but let me know what you think in the comments below.